Hey everybody, how's it going? So a few days ago I did a video on this new policy that Yelp has, whereas if they believe that someone has reported your business for racism, there will be a public service announcement on your Yelp page that you may indeed be a racist business. It won't simply be limited to a review, it will be something prominently shown to everybody who shows up above the normal reviews. And I did a video a few days ago where I went over how this may kind of be a bad idea given Yelp's history, where they've had friends of the salespeople leave you 1-star reviews if you don't sign up for their service, where those people have actually had their accounts deleted by Yelp when they realized what was going on, opening up GoFundMes in businesses' names without actually informing the business. And this is a really cool one. So this is Yelp showing my point. So I got this review the other day, and there's several ways you can tell that this is a meme-lorded review. So when you click on it, it says, I, as a black man, feel racially discriminated against upon requesting a quote from my Apple MacBook. I could clearly hear, I'm not going to read the rest of it, you can read that here, coming from the employees in the back of the store. Upon hearing this disgusting racist behavior, I took my product and stormed out. This establishment can't be given enough of a low-star review for their display today. Disgusting. Now, there's several ways that you could tell that this is a meme lord review. The first is that it's posted the day that I did my video. Strange coincidence. The second is that it's a new Yelp account. This Yelp account was just opened a few days ago. The third is that they claim to live in Minnesota, whereas that's a really long commute to walk into a store in New York City. And the fourth sign it's a meme lord review is, as this gentleman's profile picture, he's using a picture of George Floyd. He says he's Ronald, but that's not Ronald. That's a picture of George Floyd. So you'd think that, well, this would be a fairly clear-cut case of a fake review. Just report it. No big deal. Yelp will be able to tell that that's fake if you report it. All right, you can see over here, this is an email coming from noreply@yelp.com. An update on the review you recently reported. Hello, thank you for reporting Ronald B's review of Rossman Repair Group. We rely on community engagement to help keep Yelp useful, and we appreciate you bringing it to our attention. After careful evaluation, we have decided not to remove this content. When reviewing user content, we look at a number of factors, including potential conflicts of interest, threatening or lewd commentary, and whether the content has been posted to the correct business page. If a review fails within the bounds of our tolerance for strong language, appears to meet our guidelines, and reflects the user's personal experience and opinions, it is our policy to let the user stand behind their review. So, I mean, here's the thing. People, at this point, people know who I am. I have word-of-mouth reputation. People know how we treat individuals who walk into our store, and they know how I treat people that walk into the store. So if something like this happens, I don't really have to care the same way that I would if I was a new business. If I was a new business, I would be chattering my teeth right now going, oh my God, I'm screwed, if I was working on building up that reputation. And this is the website you trust with this feature. This is the website that people are going to trust with the ability to brand a business as racist during a time where in our country racial tensions are higher than they've been in my entire life. It's a new account. This account has no reviews ever. It was just opened. This is a ridiculous thing that would never happen here. And you're using a picture of George Floyd. If you can't tell that this is a meme lord posting this review, what about the times where there is actually some sort of maybe this is possible kind of thing? And you got to take a look at some of the other stuff that's been able to stay up recently. This is from Phil, who has a Shrek avatar, because that's not memeing. I brought my laptop in early last week, having dropped in on the pavement, and a stray hobo took a dump on it before I could pick it up. Suffice to say, the machine was non-functional. Upon entering Rossman Repairs, they were kind enough to offer me a glass of water whilst they waited for them to diagnose the machine. Kevin was on reception and was very helpful, though there was a brief moment of tension when he refused to lick the hobo poop off my shoe that got splashed during the incident in the park. Eventually, we worked this out, in exchange for a hand job and 2-day express service. I would pay for their premium $18 platinum package. This sounded like a great deal, except the hand job was bad, and chafe for the following 24 hours. Kevin would never chafe. Upon reporting this and requesting a happy ending as compensation, they declined. I was thus left with a poopy MacBook and no happy ending. 2 stars. Yelp is telling me this review is looking epic. Nice. So I'll round it up here. Wouldn't want to overdo it. If this review actually makes it onto the site, it shows just how much of a joke Yelp reviews are. So besides the advice not to listen to Yelp reviews, I'll add a final piece. Don't buy Apple stuff. It's complete garbage. I reported that review too. And that review is also still up. And I'm fully expecting to get an email saying that we've reviewed Phil M's review and seen that this fits. Unfortunately, this does seem to fit our guidelines and we are not going to remove it. We have decided not to. I'm just waiting to get that email saying we have decided not to remove the content, even though in the second paragraph it says that it's a joke review. This is completely normal. For the last 7 years or so, every time I finally make it to that cliff and I finally get 5 stars, I'll get a review posted saying, bought this, didn't work, told me off on the phone and called me a piece of... there's always some fake shit. Or I'll look them up and it'll say in my system, nobody in your zip code or near it has ever purchased something from me. And I've come to expect it at this point. We're going to be 4 to 4.5 star. It is not possibly 5 star on a platform that leaves this type of fake shit up. I don't understand why anybody in 2020 would trust Yelp for any reason with anything, because they have proven themselves to be time and time again corrupt, incompetent, and useless. Use another platform. It was a good idea. It really was. They had an idea where instead of just being like City Search, where virtually any review can just get published immediately, they had an algorithm that can try to tell, are you someone who has engagement with our site, or are you someone who just signed up to leave 3 1-stars in a day that are all fake? They tried. They wanted to come up with some way to try and tell via AI or algorithms whether or not the reviews being posted to their platform were fake or real. It was a good idea. They fucking failed. They failed horribly. And the sooner we realize that, the sooner we can move on to using newer ways, newer platforms, newer methods to determine a business's legitimacy and reputation in the community. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.